Welcome back, guys. Moving on to another one of the models that you need to know for the special senses. You've seen this one before. We studied it during the integumentary system. The front half shows the integumentary system, and remember, if we turned it over, the back half showed you the three different kinds of burns. We're revisiting this because we're looking at the special senses, so that we're trying to find the receptors in the skin that help us to sense our environment. So just to reorientate you, of course, remember up here is the epidermis. Here's the papillary layer of the dermis. Here's the reticular layer of the dermis. And then down here, of course, we have the hypodermis made up of adipose tissue. So starting on the very left side of the model, and I'm going to zoom in a little bit here. Sorry, try and get this to focus a little bit more. That number 1 right there is a Krause's end bulb right here. Note it's close in the papillary layer of the skin, right in the dermal papillae, because of course its main job is to sense cold. It's a temperature receptor. If we go a little bit deeper down, remember this yellow line here? That represents the nerve. They're right next to the capillary and the venule. So this is the nerve itself. If we go right here, this funny looking fellow right here, that's the Ruffini corpuscle. That's a mechanoreceptor. So when we press on the surface of our skin and we press into our skin, this is a receptor that senses that pressing on the skin. That's why it's called a mechanoreceptor. So like when I'm holding my pointer here, it's this Ruffini corpuscle that's sensing it, as well as if we stretch our skin. Down here to this part of the model here, again, another corpuscle located right next to the epidermal, the stratum basal layer of the skin. I'm trying to get you a good angle here to see it. There we go. We revisited this one already once. Meissner's corpuscle, that's again a touch one. So anything touching the top of our skin, this is a very sensitive one. So this is the one that reveals that something's touching your skin. Here we have a free nerve ending, this fellow here that looks like a tree. That's a free nerve ending. Of course, that's the one that senses pain. So if you accidentally poke your finger with a needle or something or prick it, that's a receptor that feels pain. And then we have two receptors here. Let me just zoom back out a little bit and try and get my thumb out of the way. One here and one here. They're both the same. We call it a lamellar corpuscle because there's different layers or lamellae. The proper name is the Pacinian corpuscle, and of course that's a pressure one, but this is a deep pressure one. So the Meissner's up here is gentle pressure or gentle touch. The Pacinian is the deeper pressure one.